Hello. Hi guys. I haven't done this in a long time. So yeah, this is me saying hello to you and you're welcome to Lead Life with Ada Ezennia. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about something really interesting, something we all go through in life, and I have tagged today's Lead Life session as going through. Going through. I'm sure you've often heard people say, you cannot just believe or imagine what I'm going through right now. Or probably that's the way you feel right now. So yeah, today we're talking about going through, and I'll be sharing with us some of the things that I have done. I won't call them secrets because I mean they're what we all know. Some of the things that I have done in times like that, times when life rains and it's really pouring down on you, in times when you don't know whether to shout or to cry or to run or to just, some people just want to die, right? So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today, going through. So this morning I woke up and I was very, well, not when I woke up, but this morning, quite early into the start of my day, I woke up and I was feeling very overwhelmed by all my challenges, and I felt like it was just me and it was just my life. I was really, 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 really upset. And before I knew it, I couldn't really coordinate my day anymore. I really could not focus. I really could not be effective. So I was just in that zone. And I was like, man, I can't believe I am going through all of this. Like, God, why me? Why this? Why that? Yeah. And so here are some of the things I did that helped me go through the heat of today. Yeah. So basically, number one is that when you're going through, you need to realize that you are going through. Think about that for a minute. You need to know that that is not your destination. Sometimes the feelings just come upon us like an avalanche, but you need to realize that that is not your destination. You are going through. That is not your stopping point. That's not your end point. You are simply going through, meaning that this phase, okay, this season will pass, right? So yeah, you need to know that you're going through. You need to encourage yourself with that because it's not permanent. No, it's not. That situation, those feelings you're having, you are simply going through. Now, secondly, it's something very key and important, which is think challenge and not problem. So first of all, I'm sure you're wondering, is there a difference? Yes, there's a difference, and the difference is all a function of perception. Because think about it, what's a problem? A problem is anything that comes with uncertainty, with doubt, with trouble, right? And there's just this negative tone to problems, basically, because problems they cause you to doubt yourself. They cause you to be uncertain about the outcome. They cause you to be afraid, okay? They're just generally very, very, very negative. They pose inability, they pose difficulty, and somehow, when you think problem, it kind of takes power from you. But challenge, on the other hand, comes to question or comes to verify your ability, your capability. So if it's coming to question your ability or capability, it therefore suggests something, that you are capable, that you have the ability, you're strong enough, you're good enough, and that is why it's coming to you. So how you think or how you perceive whatever you're going through at that point in time, counts a great deal, right? Okay, so now, like I said, the challenge comes to question or verify your strength or your ability. Okay, so you need to know that you are capable, you're able to overcome whatever it is. Now, the good thing about thinking challenge and not problem, okay, is that When you think problem, your mind goes to solution mode immediately. But when you think challenge, your mind moves beyond the solution, okay, to self affirmation, telling you I can do this. With when you think challenge, you're able to influence and control the outcome, because it gives you that power. It gives you a sense of self definition. Do you catch my drift? I believe you do. Yeah. So basically, think challenge, okay, and not just problem. Because when you think problems, you think solutions. But when you think challenge or challenges, you think of victory. Think about that for a moment. So now the third thing I did was steam off.
And that you was on the call, right?
Steam off, basically. And we all need to give ourselves such times, and we need to give ourselves, you need to cut yourself some slack. You're not Superman, okay? So when you need to steam off, and that's let off steam. If you need to shout, don't go and shout in public, please. Try to find a secluded place so that people don't get worried about you and your mental state. But yeah, really, it's okay to steam up. It's okay to scream if you want to scream. It's okay to run if you want to run. It's okay to cry. Yeah, cry. Tears are not a sign of weakness. They could be a sign of strength. It's okay to cry if you feel you need to cry, or if you want to cry. And it's okay to talk, okay? So for me, I'm a talker. So one of the ways I steam off is to talk. And this is another important part in steaming off. We all need to have a support system. So you must have a support system. People that you can trust with your vulnerabilities and when you're weak, that share the same value system with you. So what they help you do is be strong for you when you're not strong. Like Michael Bolton said, we all need somebody to lean on. So this is where your support system comes to play. Times when you're feeling weak, you're feeling incapable, you need to rely on your support system, because they're going to help you piece together your fractured emotions and give you positive vibes again, which you need to go through successfully. Because at the end of the day, the truth is nothing lasts forever. You could go through some bad times, and it comes to an end eventually, but how you go through and come out of it, it's dependent on, as in what I'm trying to say is that what you get at the end of the day, really depends on how you go through it. So some people go through and they come out bitter, they are none the better for it. Some people go through and they come out with a more positive outlook in life. They come out with solutions. They come out with a refined personality and character. So how you go through matters. So, and your support system, okay, is very vital in such times. When I feel like that, I talk to person one. If you don't do me, I talk to person two. And the beautiful thing, like I mentioned, is that we all have the same value system. So when I feel like, oh, this stuff I'm doing is definitely not working anymore for me, what's the point being all good? What's the point holding on to my values when it doesn't seem to be bringing results? They remind me why we do what we do. All right. Then my fourth point is focus and control. Focus and control. So after you're done steaming off, you feel some kind of relief. Okay, so but what you do next really matters, because if you do not control and focus your emotions and your thoughts, you're going to go back to square one. So after you steam off, it is very important that, once the positive vibes look like, a good way to steam off is you could listen to comedy if it will work for you as well. Yeah, that works for me sometimes. Yeah, so after you steam off and you're feeling somewhat positive, not altogether positive, but somewhat positive, it is very, very vital that you you gather your thoughts and control them and focus them. You need to tell yourself what to think. You need to tell yourself you need to pieces let me use our Nigerian balance. You need to pieces all those things you're feeling, because sometimes we're just feeling all so bad and negative and we really do not even know why we're feeling that way. You need to ask yourself core questions. Also, why am I feeling this way? What really is the problem? You need to pieces everything to, pieces it, and then tell yourself what to think. So when that challenge is posing, to be a problem or to be a difficulty, you need to begin to channel and focus your thoughts towards solution, towards the solution, towards victory, towards sometimes it could be towards alternatives as well. Yeah. So you need to control your thoughts and emotions, gather them and focus them so that they do not start running all over the place again, bringing you back to square one. And guess what? My fifth point is repeats. Yes, repeats. So after that crazy moment is over and you feel good again and you feel like, okay, I feel better, you may feel like, oh, I'm ready to take on life again. You may feel like, thank God that's over. Like, okay, life goes on. You're not too negative, you're not too positive. The important thing you need to know is that as long as there is life, we'll face challenges. So those feelings will be back, okay? And the situation is not necessarily over. You just feel kind of better. So you need to learn to repeat these steps, and consistency, like they say, is the key. And before you know it, you'll be fine. You'll be positive, ready to take on any challenge. Remember, challenge, not problem. Ready to take on those challenges, and with consistency and with dedicated efforts, you'll find that you will go through and come out on the other side of things, on a more positive side. Thank you for watching my Lead Life session. I remain Ada Ezennia, and please subscribe to my channel, share the video, spread the word. Thank you. Goodbye. See you next time on Lead Life.